Hi everybody, welcome back. In today's video we're going to make these beautiful and rather cute gnome hanging decorations. So I'm going to do them in a bit of a Christmassy theme, I think, today, as this is part of our Christmas theme video selection. Don't forget to look down in the comments for links to the previous one that we've done, which was the beautiful glitter pot collection. So just showing you these individual molds. I've got two of each design. There's two designs, slightly different. Hats are slightly different, beards are slightly different. You've got that little protruding nodule in the top of the hats. That's supposed to create the hole where you can put through your decorative cord or thread that you're going to use to hang it from your Christmas garlands, trees, lights, wherever you want to hang them from during the Christmas season, or really at any time during the year. So just showing you some mica powders that I'm going to try and use. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use all of them. This was very much trial and error doing this to see how these molds would take to these mica powders. I mean, they're beautiful colours. But as I say, this is the first time using these molds. Wasn't sure if they were going to take the mica powder very well, whether or not the finished piece would then come out with a gloss shiny finish or a matte finish. But hey, we can try it. One thing I haven't said is that I did try using resin-crete or any EcoFlow really in these molds, but they're not quite deep enough to be stable enough when you demold them. Unfortunately, when demolding, they cracked through where the hats are. So I abandoned that idea and decided to use our usual resin 1-to-1 mix. Whatever your favourite resin is that you like using. So we're going to apply these mica powders just using a micro brush and just a regular paintbrush. Wasn't overly impressed, I have to say, with me and how I put this mica powders into the molds, because as you can see, I thought, I don't need to wear gloves, I'll be fine, and proceeded to get quite a lot of mica powder on my own skin. Obviously, please wear gloves. Please make sure that you do still wear your respirator mask, because mica powder, once it gets into the air, is very fine particles, and obviously you don't want to do yourself any harm or any damage to your breathing. So anyway, here we go. So I've abandoned the brush. I'm using a micro brush. Again, everything we've used will be linked in the description. Usually you can buy it from your local hobby shops, crafts shops, or online shops, whichever is your favourite. I'm just trying to clean up the mould now where the mica powder's gone, and it shouldn't be. Just using a regular wet wipe, just a baby wipe. There we go, all the way around. So I was thinking to myself at this point, well, that looks quite good, you know. So I then went on and I did the next one, using the lovely white for the beard, and then some red. This looks orangey red actually from here. Pink for the nose, green, sort of dark bluey green or greenish blue. And then there we go, also doing the third, I don't know, this is the third or fourth one, with the hat. I mean, I love that colour green. What a sparkle it's got as well, and it looks gorgeous with that red. And then a bit of white for the beard. So obviously tapping out the excess onto the kitchen towel underneath, trying to make sure that we don't get too much in the mould. But as you can see, I wasn't on my best form for that. So there we have them. There's the foursome. Looking quite good. Not overly happy with the amount of mica I've got on the mould where it's not supposed to be. But as I said, you know, that can always be sorted out in cleanup, or after you demold, you then just give them a quick wash with some soapy water. Just fingers crossed there, hoping that the resin works and that they come out as vivid as this. I'm only going to use, I wasn't sure actually at this point how much resin I'd need. But I made up 100 ml, so it was 50 of the hardener and 50 of the resin. Added in some of the beautiful white mica, and I think it's got touches, flecks of sparkle in it, somehow or another. Decided to mix it all in, and this is then it thoroughly mixed into the resin. At this point I thought, well, I don't know if I've got too much or not, but I have some moulds standing by, little ones, in case I've got too much. So there we go, just gently, slowly, I mean this has been sped up, but filling your mould, it will make its way down from the top to the bottom. Try and make sure you're on as level a surface as possible when you're filling your moulds with resin. Do it slowly. Get it into all the little nooks and crannies, which is what I'm doing there, using the micro brush, trying not to touch the bottom of the mould, which is nigh on impossible, I have to say, with these moulds, because they're not very deep. And that bit round the top with a hat, where the nodule is for the hole, yeah. I have edited this video so you don't see me struggling with the cleanup where the resin overspills, but yeah, I thought, well, you don't need to see that. You know how easy that's done. Of course, if you don't want to use the lovely little jug that you've mixed your resin in to pour the resin into the mould, you can use a pipette, or you can use a much smaller jug. So I think this is the last one now, filling it up. Lovely gold hat. Really contrasts well with the blue trousers and the fleet and the arms of the gnome. So yeah, so these are our Christmas gnomes. They are available, or will be very soon, to purchase from us. If you're interested, of course, drop us a comment, drop us a message, but they will be going online soon, probably through an Etsy shop or something similar, but there'll be a community post about that very shortly. So just trying to demold here. This is about 12 hours later, so they're still quite soft and pliable. By all means, leave them in for 24 hours. Yeah, I wasn't overly impressed with the colours of the mica powder when I took them out of the moulds. I was really hoping that they'd be a lot more deep and vivid. I was quite disappointed with this one. The beards look fabulous. The noses, very cute. The hats, and the rest of the outfit, I mean, this one's a bit more deep in colour, but again, not as deep as the actual mica powder that I put in the mould. Again, this one's quite a decent contrast. There's those 2, 3, and then 4. So there's the 4 usual suspects, as it were. I need to do a bit of cleaning up. And what I've decided to do at this point, trying to make them give them a bit more oomph, a bit more sparkle, a bit more Christmassy feel. I took some lovely glitter paint that I'd got from the middle aisle of Lidl, one of those bargains, mixed it with a tiny bit with some UV resin, and then just painted it with a micro brush over the top of the hats, just to see what it would look like. See, is it going to give it that little bit of extra something so that they will pop. So I'm just doing the rest of them here. Really at this point thinking, you know, I hope I can make these so that I'm happy with them, because if I'm not happy with them, I'm not going to put them up for sale. So there we go. This is the final one. Yeah. And decided in the end, what the hell? Let's do the beards as well. Because again, it wasn't quite looking finished enough, I didn't think. Just mixing it in a bit more, some more of that lovely glitter paint. Ooh, dropped a bit on his boot, that's not good. Yeah, so just spreading it round, and I'm going to apply the UV light. And actually now I've decided, what the hell, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's just do the resin coat over all of his outfit. It gives them that, I think it gives them that little bit of extra finish. Not forgetting the little nose there. So just curing it with UV light. So just use the little torch I've got. Of course, you can do all of these at the same time and put them under a bigger UV light if that's what you've got. So there we are. There's these lovely, and it gives them like a mirror or glass-like finish, which I'm really pleased about. Now, I still thought they could do with a little something extra. So I took a very fine line brush that I've got, and I used some of the silver chrome metallic paint that I've got, and put some silver accents on his hat, some little gold boots, and some little gold bubbles. And I'm rather pleased with that. That to me now says, I'm done. I'm done. So then I decide that actually, do you know what? I've done that with the one. I'm going to do it with the rest of them. So here I am just showing you the rest of them. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe. We will be producing some more videos, all Christmas themed, coming up very soon. Again, if you like these, let us know. Give us a like, share and subscribe. Tell friends. And yeah, we should be posting some more things very, very soon. Hope you're all keeping well. Take care. Goodbye.